brought us all together. He was a special person, man.
Tonight on DC News Now, family and friends mourn a DC police officer killed in a car crash, how he's being remembered, and the new charges announced against the accused driver.
Several children were nearly hit at a dangerous intersection in Northern Virginia.
I've almost been hit like at least 4 times since they've implemented this.
Push for new safety measures in Alexandria.
We're tracking a wet start to that weekend with some scattered rain, especially in the morning for your Saturday. All latest details and timing coming up.
The salacious murder trial set to start for a Northern Virginia man accused of killing his wife and another man.
The jury will have to be patient. Sometimes the testimony will be very riveting, they'll be locked in, and sometimes it'll be more mundane.
What you can expect before opening statements next week.
Many make them, few stick to them. A local weight loss doctor explains how to keep your New Year's resolutions.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran, the man accused of driving into a DC police officer days before Christmas, now charged with second-degree murder. We're talking about Officer Terry Bennett. He had stopped on 695 East to help a stranded driver, and he died from his injuries 2 weeks later on Wednesday.
DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us live at a memorial at the 1st District Police Station. And Daniel, you're learning a lot more about the suspect.
Chris and Susan, we know today that D.C. police arrested 47-year-old Gerald Coates of Northwest D.C. He is charged with second-degree murder while armed with a vehicle. We also know that on scene, he was revived by EMS with Narcan, which is used to treat overdoses. Officer Terry Bennett is being remembered as a genuine, loving person who always helped others. Friday night, Quentin Hughey took a moment to reflect at Bennett's patrol car. He was Bennett's best man at his wedding and godfather to his son.
One thing that Terry would always do was lend his hand. If you needed food, he got you. If you needed a hug, he got you.
On December 23rd, Bennett was setting up flares for a stranded driver and was outside his cruiser on I-695.
The suspect was driving erratically and attempting to change lanes through slow traffic when he struck Officer Bennett.
Interim Police Chief Jeffrey Carroll says the suspect, Gerald Coates, was found outside his car. They believe he tried to open the door and fell out unconscious.
DC Fire and EMS responded and they administered naloxone. The suspect regained consciousness and was transported to a local hospital for treatment.
Police also found marijuana in the car. More charges could be filed for driving under the influence once toxicology results come back.
I lost a best friend, but that doesn't take away from my heart. I have a good heart, and I understand that some people make mistakes, and unfortunately the wrong mistake can cause situations like this.
Remembering his friend, Hughey wants others to make better decisions.
Don't drink and drive. Don't drive under the influence. Slow down. Terry's not going to be the first nor the last person to be injured or taken away from us, but we can prevent some of these issues.
Now, we do know today that Coates is in a wheelchair. He uses hand controls in his vehicle, and we also know that he is employed by the D.C. Department of Parks and Rec. He's expected to make a first court appearance tomorrow morning. In Southwest, Daniel Hamburg, D.C. News Now.
All right, an update there, and just a sad story. Daniel, thank you.
All right, let's talk about the fact that the rain was here for a moment. It feels like we're in a little bit of a reprieve, at least for where Daniel is. He did not have an umbrella out.
No, we're a little bit of a lull at this point for much of the area. I would say aside from southernmost parts of Maryland, we're seeing a bit more of those showers still lingering, but then those will continue to exit. Then we're talking some steady rain as we get towards tomorrow morning and all the way through at least midday. So we're not out of the woods just yet, but at least for your Friday night plans, much of this rainfall is continuing to exit at this point. Some of the showers, like I mentioned, right across Charles County, as well as Calvert and St. Mary's County right now. We also have reduced visibility, some of that dense fog, or I should say patchy dense fog for parts of the area. We are down to 3 miles of visibility in Frederick, 4 in Annapolis, down about 7 miles in D.C., Culpeper as well, 8 out towards Manassas. Now a wider view of the map to show you the setup. We do that cold front just back out towards our west, but then you have that warm front draped farther southward. That warm front will continue to move its way closer towards our area, and that steadier batch of rain farther south, that's going to continue to slide its way northward transported into our area just in time for tomorrow morning. And you'll see that with Futurecast as well. So here's that warm front drifting its way northward. That rain does continue to fill in into tomorrow morning, and we could even see some pockets of some state a heavy rainfall just in time for midday tomorrow. So tomorrow, really not the ideal day to be outside. If you have to be, though, make sure you do have the rain gear for your Saturday plans. But more details, time out the rest of that weekend forecast coming up.
Jackie, thank you. A new report shows an alarming number of close calls between cars and children.
Alexandria leads Northern Virginia in reported incidents. DC News Now's Yamarie Sase joining us live at the corner of Hickory and Kennedy Streets. And Yamarie, that intersection really a major concern for neighbors.
Yeah, well, this intersection has been a big concern for years. They actually asked for a four-way stop around this area, but instead the city put a mini roundabout, which has caused some really dangerous situations, especially for kids. They say it's actually made things worse. Now, recent survey shows more than 50 near misses of over a 2-year period involving kids right here, and parents want the city to take action.
This is adding more danger rather than helping.
For Eileen Mungle, walking through this roundabout is a daily challenge.
I've almost been hit like at least 4 times.
And crossing with children requires extra caution.
We stop, we walk out a little bit more, we check for cars, we stop again. 80% of the time, cars coming up only see us as we're out in the intersection walking, and I have to like wave them down to stop them.
Mungle is one of many residents who shared concerns in the survey by Northern Virginia Families for Safe Streets. The group's latest report shows 155 near-miss incidents involving children in Alexandria between January 2024 and December 2025. And at this intersection alone on Hickory and Kennedy Streets, 53 incidents were reported.
It's hard enough getting out the door in the morning with young kids, so having to add the worry of like, are we going to make it alive to school?
Mike Doyle, the founder of the organization behind the report, says small changes like stop signs can make a big difference.
So you have a small roundabout with a stop sign. If the drivers pay attention to that, that should reduce the challenges and make it safer for the kids.
We're just looking for additional engagement from the city to help correct the intersection and really make it a safe place for all our families and all our neighbors to navigate.
Now, the Northern Virginia Families for Safer Streets says that the more data that is collected can help push for more change. So if you have any reported incidents that you would like to report, you can find their link on our website, dcnewsnow.com. We're now reporting live in Alexandria. I'm Yamarie Sase, DC News Now.
Yamarie, thanks. In the district, city leaders are renewing their demands for police to stop cooperating with ICE officers. These concerns intensifying as outrage continues to grow over the shooting death of a Minneapolis woman by an ICE agent and the shooting of 2 people in Portland, Oregon by immigration police. The Trump administration says both shootings were acts of self-defense. Ward 1 council member Brianna Nadeau saying she's concerned that human rights violations are taking place. She wants the mayor to rescind her Safe and Beautiful Emergency Operations Center order. That lays out coordination plans between local and federal authorities, and for the chief of police to rescind an order that allows MPD to share some information with ICE. She's also asking the council to strengthen the Sanctuary Values Act.
Share information with ICE. We don't report our own residents to ICE because that's a civil enforcement issue.
We don't have any comment on that.
Interim Police Chief Jeffrey Carroll was asked if he plans to keep some of immigration policy and protocols from his predecessors in place. He says he's still reviewing the policies to see what's best to move forward.
The Washington National Opera is leaving the Kennedy Center. Officials confirming the details with DC News Now. The move follows President Trump's takeover of the memorial dedicated to the late president. He first fired the board, made himself chair, then had his name added to the historic building. The New York Times reports the opera made the move due to a drop in attendance and a decline in donor contributions ever since the Trump administration made those drastic changes to the Performing Arts Center. In a statement, a Kennedy Center spokesperson writing in part, "We have made the difficult decision to part ways with the WNO. Due to a financially challenging relationship, we believe this represents the best path forward for both organizations and enables us to make responsible choices.
Looking ahead in Virginia, thousands of Fairfax County students could be changing schools. The school board will hold a public hearing for parent feedback tomorrow on proposed boundary changes and the impact they could have on neighborhoods. If approved, it will mark the first time in 40 years FCPS overhauls its boundaries. That includes changing zonings for entire neighborhoods. That meeting is at 10 a.m. at Luther Jackson Middle School's auditorium.
Law enforcement agencies all across the DMV taking some time to recognize the men and women in blue. It is National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, and they were taking a moment to thank all the people who work to keep us safe, from patrol officers to detectives and first responders. Departments in Hyattsville, Maryland, Arlington County, Virginia, and our regional airport law enforcement team all giving a shout out to the officers on social media.
Well, coming up here in DC News Now at 9, it made headlines around the world. Now the sensational Northern Virginia all-pair affair murder trial now just days away.
A new year gives us a new opportunity for new goals. We're helping you stretch your dollar with why financial experts insist we all make money matters top priority.
And ahead at 9:30, a beloved photojournalist killed near the White House. How his colleagues say he was always so focused on kindness.